Problems involving factoring of polynomials. So this is the J8 in your module. The number one example, rectangular has an area of 3x squared of 11x plus 10m squared. Find the dimensions of the lot. When we say dimensions of the lot, we're going to get the length and width, and then the area. The formula for the area is length times width. So the solution, as you can see, the 3x squared plus 11x plus 10. So this is a general trinomial where a is greater than 1. So we're going to apply the general trinomial, the factoring here. So 3x squared, we have the factor 3x times x. For 10, that is 5 times 2. Check the middle term, we have 5x. And 2 times 3x is 6x. Combine the middle term, that's 11x. So the middle term is correct. We have to get the answer. So when you get the answer for the a is greater than 1, so 3x and 5 and x plus 2. So be careful always when you get the factor. So this is not the same for a equals to 1. So when we say a equals to 1, you can change any factor here in the last one. So it's the same answer, but this one in a greater than 1, you cannot apply this one. When you change the 5 to here and then 2 goes here, it's not applicable because when you check the middle term is not correct. So you have to be careful. So the answer again, the 3x plus 5 and the x plus 2. So this is the length and width. This is the dimensions of the length. So let's try. Find the dimension of the squares with the given areas. For letter A, now for letter B, we're going to analyze if what process of factor we need to do. For letter A, we have the perfect square trinomials, and also for letter B. Why is it perfect square trinomials? Because for 25m squared, this is perfect, and 9 this is also perfect, this is also perfect, and this is also perfect. So we can apply the perfect square trinomials. Let's go on. Find the factor for 25m squared. We have 5m times 5m, 9, 3 times 3. And the answer is 5m plus 3 squared. Or we can write as 5m plus 3, another one 5m plus 3. So that is same. Next, 36m squared minus 84mn plus 49n squared. For 36m squared, we have 6m times 6m. 49n squared, we have 7n times 7n. So check out the middle term. So the sign of the middle term is negative. Now, we have 6m minus 7n squared. We need to use the sign of negative. Or we can write as 6m minus 7n, another one 6m minus 7n. For letter C, it is also perfect square trinomial. So let's get the common factor. Not the common factor, this common factor of the perfect square trinomial. So this is 8a times 8a, and this is 5b times 5b. So the answer is quantity 8a minus 5b squared. So don't forget the sign is negative here, so also use the sign, the negative. I know there's a pattern for perfect square trinomial. For number 2, find the dimensions of the given rectangles. So observe the letter A. So this is, we have the common factor for 4 and 20. We have the common factor for x squared and x. Therefore, this is common monomial factor. Get the factor. For 4x squared, we have 4x times x. Then 4 times 5x. Where do we get the x here? Because this is the smallest degree or smallest exponent. So you will form a factor that will see the x and also the 4. Right? Let's go on. So this is the GCF for x. The remaining factor is the circle blue. So the answer is 4x and x plus 5. So this is the length and the width. Go on. Letter B, x squared plus 12x plus 35. So what kind of process of factoring we need to do here? So this is the general trinomial. So the x squared is x times x, 35 is 7 times 5. Check it out, the middle term, again and again. So the answer is x plus 7, x plus 5. Take note, for x squared, we have the a here is equals to 1. As you can see, if you're going to interchange a number here, 7 goes here and 5 goes here, they're the same answer. But we cannot apply that in a greater than 1. Number 1, a white paper has an area of 18x cubed plus 12x squared inches square. If the length of the paper is 6x squared inches, what is its width? Alright, we have the common monomial factor there. So we need to get the factor. 6 times 3x squared times x plus 6 times 2x squared. Anyway, you can apply the technique using in book. That's okay. So we have the 18x cubed. So this is the factor of 18, 6 times 3. Where they get the x squared? Because this is the smallest degree. So I need to put it here first to get the factor easily. So we have x cubed, we need other one x. 12, 6 times 2. The x squared just got it. Now get the GCF, x squared and 6. So this is the given, as you can see here, 6x squared inches. Now get the remaining factors, so that is for the width. This is the 3x and 2. This is the width. Another example, the volume of rectangular box is 3 is x cubed plus 6x squared plus 11x plus 6 centimeter cubed. If the height of the box is x plus 1 centimeter, what are its length and width? Now, as you can see, the given here is not direct factor. We cannot apply another factor for this one. What kind of factor we need to apply here? Common monomial factor? No. Perfect square trinomial? No. What else? General trinomial? No. How about the difference of squares? No. So we need to divide here in the height. So what we're going to do? Divide. So this is the steps of dividing a polynomial. In grade 7, this is the topic of dividing a polynomial. Let's go on. X plus 1 here. And the inside is x cubed plus 6x plus 11x plus 6. Now the divisor and the dividend. Now, where do you get the x squared? X cubed divided by x. When we divide the exponent, we're going to subtract the exponent. This is 3, and we have here the x raised to 1. So 3 minus 1 is 2. Okay, after the divide, we're going to multiply x squared times x squared times 1. Now let's go on first to the x squared times x. We have the x cubed, and x squared times 1 here is positive x squared. After the multiplication, we need to change the sign. So after changing your sign, this x cubed and x cubed here is cancelled because this is different sign or unlike sign. So going to subtract. But this one, we're going to subtract. The answer is 5x squared. Then bring down 11x. Then divide 5x squared divided by x. We have the 5x. Again, we're going to subtract the exponent. The remaining is 5, and then we have here the x. So next, multiply 5x times x, 5x squared, then 5x times 1, 5x times 1, that is 5x. Change the sign. So we're going to cancel the 5x squared again here, and then subtract, this is 6x, then bring down 6. Then we'll divide again, 6x divided by x, cancel the x, there's x raised to 0. When you subtract the 1 and 1 here is 0, so x raised to 0 is equivalent to 1. So 1 times 6 is 6. So multiply, 6 times x is 6x, 6 times 1 is 6. Then change the sign. When you change the sign, we have to subtract. It's automatic as well. This is the long method. I have another way for synthetic division. This is a shortcut method. Only I have to do the technique. This is a positive one. Make it negative always. And then we have here the 1, 6, 11, 6. Where does it come from? Here. The 1 is the divisible one here. The 6 is 6. The 11 is 11. And the 6 is 6. So take note, when you do this one, the synthetic division, in the yellow box, you have to make sure that the exponent is in descending order. When we say descending order, it is going to, the order of the exponent is going to smallest one. Example, x cubed 3, 2, 1, 0, right? Okay, next one. So you're going to bring down the 1 here, and then after bring down, this is always going to bring down. After the bring down, multiply. 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. Then combine, this is unlike sign, we have 5. And then 5 times negative 1 is negative 5. And then we have 11 minus 5 is 6. 6 times negative 1 is negative 6. Then subtract, we have 0. Okay, when you do this one as make a polynomial, you're going to subtract the exponent. What is the subtraction of the exponent? So this is x cubed, so we're going to start with the x squared. So this is x squared, this is x, and this is a number or a constant. So x squared plus 5s plus c. As you can see, they're the same. But this is not the final. I just show you the shortcut method. So this is the answer for x squared plus 5x plus 6. We're going to apply the general trinomial where a equals to 1 because this is a equals to 1. So the length and width is quantity x plus 3 and quantity x plus 2. So that is the answer. Yes, it's because the question is what are its length and width. So this is the answer. X plus 3, x plus 2. Alright? And the last one. The volume of a rectangular box is represented by 10x cubed plus 55x squared plus 75x cubic inches. What are the dimensions of the box if the factors of the volume are the dimension themselves? Look at how this one. What kind of process of factoring we need to do? This is a common monomial factor. Apply the common monomial factor here. This is the same in your module. So 5 times 2 times x squared. Why, man, we have the x here and y is 5. Okay, let's examine the number 10, 55, 75. This is divisible by 5. In the multiplication table, we have the 5 times 10, 5, 5, 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So this is also 5. As you can see, every term, you will see the 5 factors. And how about the x? So we use the x here because this is the x of the smallest degree. The exponent is the smallest one. So x, x, x. Okay, let's get the GCF, or the greatest common factor. 5x. So the 5x is the greatest common factor. Alright, you're there. It's so very fast. It comes out. This 2x squared plus 11x plus 15, it comes here. Then remaining factor 2x squared and 11x and 15. It's here. Now for 2x squared plus 11x plus 15, we're going to apply the general trinomial where a is greater than 1. It comes out the common monomial factor. That's okay. Now this is the general trinomial where a is greater than 1. Then 2x squared, we have 2x times x, 15, that is 5 times 3. Now check it out, 5x and 6x. Correct. Now the answer is, again and again, when a is greater than 1, because of this, you're going to get the first factor of each terms. This is the first term, this is the first factor. This is the last term, this is the first factor. That is the combination. So 2x plus 5 and x plus 3. Alright, so that's it. That is the problems involving factoring of polynomials. So the last one, 5x. Don't forget, we had the other one because they are getting dimension of the box volume. Anyway, what is the what do you mean by this? The volume. So volume of the rectangular box is, the formula of this one is length times width times height. That's it. That's why it look like 3. It's not look like that. They are 3. Length times width times height. Alright, that's it. So mathematics is not about numbers, equation, computation, or algorithms. It is about understanding.